Monday, everybody's favorite day of the week, right?
Oh, yeah. Maybe if we say it enough times, we'll believe it.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
I sleep so much on the weekends because I just want to get it over with so I can get back to Monday.
Yeah.
I see. Well, we're glad you're here. We got your full show. Of course, it's on a Monday, so it's Loser Line. It's Second Date. It's Misconnections.
Yeah.
We've got some laser stories in there.
It's the best show.
Yeah, really. And we got comments. What do you like today, Alexis?
I loved one from Emily Brockbank who said, "You guys are comfort food for my ears. Warm, soothing, and possibly bloating with regret 2 hours in."
Yeah, for sure. And definitely going straight to your butt.
I'm definitely like withholding some water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Retaining, is that the word?
Yeah, that works. That works. All right, we're glad you enjoy it because it all starts right now.
There comes a time in every radio host's career when he makes a horrible, horrible on-air mistake that could get everyone on the show canceled.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? I'm not involved in your mistakes.
In that moment, he has a choice to make. He could, A, be a man, step up and admit his errors, and sincerely apologize to the public for what he did.
But he works in radio, so he's a meek person with no backbone.
Or he could go with option B, try to avoid blame
There it
and
is.
skirt around the issue by shrugging his shoulders and saying, "We're late."
Oh, no! I thought you were finally going to confess, Jeff.
We're late?
Dang it, Jeff.
What a shame. I can't formally apologize.
Did your voice just crack?
Wow, I guess we gotta do WCII. Which clip is it?
Okay.
2 viral sound bites and only enough time to play one of them with no apologies. Sorry, let's get right to your choices.
I don't even know what you did, and I think you should apologize.
Option 1 is a 17-second clip of a high school senior on a Zoom call with her friends who goes from complete and total misery because her boyfriend just cheated on her to extreme joy when she opens the admissions letter from her dream college.
Oh my God, I love this.
One
Or
door closes, another opens.
do you want option 2, a 40-second viral bop of a genius real estate agent who listed a house online by making a real parody song with the music from the film Neverending Story? So,
Brooke loves real estate.
What's it gonna be? Teenage mood swings or musical house listings? Alexis.
Teenage mood swings.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke.
No question. Give me those mood swings. I love them.
Let's hear a high school senior on a Zoom call with her friends going from total misery to extreme joy when she opens her admissions letter.
We know you're sad. Yeah, we know you're sad. He's not someone to cry over about.
I'm gonna open wash you.
No, don't do it right now.
No, I just want to feel all the pain at once.
No, Janet, we're not opening that decision right now. You're not ready.
I got it! Oh my god!
That almost made me cry. It's so cute.
And that makes sense. Like, I'm already crying. Just give it
I
all
love that
to
she
me.
ignores her friends.
Good friend.
Good luck to Wash U dealing with that senior. That was Which Clip Is It? Now, let's move on to your shot collar question of the day with Digital Jake. Jake, say something that hopefully won't get the show thrown off the air permanently. Or do. Either way.
I kind of want a vacation.
As a child of divorce, I owe a lot of my upbringing to the world's greatest babysitter, my living room TV.
Jake.
It's where I learned countless life lessons.
Yeah.
Like on Three's Company, when Jack had to hide a Playboy model in the closet so his 2 female roommates wouldn't find out. That's an important lesson to learn when you're 7. About how to be sneaky and not upset your roommates. And then years later, while watching Grey's Anatomy, I learned if you're a doctor in a busy hospital, it's more important to have a broom closet hookup with the hot nurse than save your patients' lives.
Okay.
Didn't know that before.
In rooms, locked in little tiny
A
rooms.
lot of closet knowledge.
Interesting.
Did you learn anything while you were growing up watching the Boob Tube? We're going to find out during a special TV and movies edition of the one and done shot collar question of the day.
I like this category.
Well, good, Jose. We're starting off with you.
No way, I'm never first.
There was once a different version of America's Funniest Home Videos called Videos After Dark, which was featuring more mature content, but it was canceled after only 1 episode aired on TV. Is that true or false?
Whoa, well, if we're talking about childhood television. When I was a kid, we would put on the fuzzy channels. and you would pray. There were like the adult ones, and you pray, you'd see a nipple. You know, it just
like the black and white snow.
Yeah. So I could see videos after dark if they tried one time and they were like, we cannot have this on network television, and got canceled. So I actually think this may be true, Jake.
Jose said true, and that is... It's true.
No way!
Bring it back.
Was it just too dark?
It aired in March 2019 with Bob Saget as the host, the original host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Wow.
Just
Rest
one
in peace.
episode.
Just one.
Just one.
Oh,
Okay,
So I thought
America
better of
could
it.
take.
yeah.
Uh,
And
Jose,
then OnlyFans came along, and they were
Yeah.
like, we don't need it
We
anymore.
don't need this.
Jose, you're safe.
Yay.
Let's go over to Brooke.
Okay.
You may not know this, but there's an extended version of the compelling but already lengthy Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's the 3 films, just longer with much more detail, and the total runtime is 15 hours.
Whoa.
Is the real number higher or lower?
Oh my gosh.
For the 3 films put together on their extended cut.
Because on the original versions of The Lord of the Rings, each one is easily 3 hours.
Yeah, they're
So
long.
that's like, you could say 9 to 10
that's
hours
9.
for the
You
original.
would just need 5 more hours, or so it's like 2 hours added to each film.
Like, that is a whole nother movie that they
Yeah.
added
true.
on. But I guess maybe they just, the books are very long, and I'm going to say it's
Lord
over.
of the Rings After Dark.
Yeah, I think it's over 15 hours.
Brooke says higher, and the real running time is lower. The extended versions clock in at 686 minutes or 11.43 hours for all 3 movies.
Oh, okay.
That used to be stunning to all of us, but now that we watch all these TV series, like
God.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, well I just spent 14 hours with Lord of the whatever.
Yeah.
Brooke, you're getting shocked. Jeffrey, will you join her? The green code featured in the Matrix films is actually Japanese letters that compose sushi recipes taken directly out of a cookbook. Is that true or false?
Oh yeah, those
amazing.
falling green letters and symbols
Digital
that go down
rain.
the screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Matrix rain.
If you speak Japanese, does that really change the movie for you? Like you're
point.
watching and it's like super intense, and then all of a sudden you're reading a sushi recipe.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
caterpillar roll. Oh, rainbow roll. I love that one.
Totally
Oh,
distracted.
sashimi.
Maybe that was in Keanu Reeves' Rider, where he's like, I must have sushi
My
text
favorite.
while I'm fighting
sushi.
500 bad guys at once.
I can see him.
I
doing
want
that.
to say it's true.
Jeffrey said true, and that is true. But unlike Japanese cookbooks that you read from bottom to top,
Yeah.
in the movie it comes from top to bottom, so it's not as
it's
easy to read as much as.
Okay.
Matrixy.
It's not as distracting for Japanese speakers.
Jeffrey, you're safe. Alexis, you're the last one up.
Okay.
Almost 2 decades ago, there was a reality show called Who's Your Daddy, where a woman attempted to identify her estranged father out of a group of 25 men.
Whoa.
If she correctly picked him out, she'd win $100,000. But if the imposter dad convinced her to pick him, he'd get the money. Is that show real, or did I just make that up?
If you made this up, you need to sell this to the Fox.
Yeah.
Brooke may have applied to put her children on this show.
I don't know. I want it to be real. I just don't know what you do the entire series to find out who your dad is.
Well, you look for the same mannerisms, right?
I don't know. The girl with like a bunch of older men who are just trying to convince him. Yeah, I
I'm
think
your dad.
Yeah, and not in the good way. I think it's fake.
Not daddy.
There's a good way.
Alexa said that's a fake show, and that's a real show.
Are you serious?
Again, 1 episode aired on Fox, and after that, Fox decided to not air the other 5 episodes of the
All right, well, I think the ladies are getting shocked today. Just
Yeah.
Brooke and Alexis.
It's just because you want to hear our sweet voices.
Yeah,
See?
we'll go with that is the reason. And somebody wanted to hear Shout by the Isley Brothers.
Well, you make me want to shout.
Shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head and shout.
That's the 17 shots deep version of Shout.
Alexis' singing makes me want to shout.
That's your Shot Collar question of the day.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I rarely say this, but we've got a new number 2. It's
What?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I'm so confused.
Number
When was
2
the
what?
last time we had a new number 2? It's been forever. Through our entire childhood and adult lives, Coca-Cola has always been the clear number 1 favorite soda in America, and number 2 has always been Pepsi.
I was
Literally.
actually thinking about how you write the number, like how some people do
That's
it
what I was
without
thinking
the
we were
little
talking
loop,
about
and
too.
some people do it with a straight line. You know?
Really?
No,
That
we're-
is
Okay,
interesting. People try
Jeff,
differently.
that
We're-
was really misleading.
We're talking about the number 2 highest selling soda in the country.
Okay, so Coke is still number 1.
Now, for the first time in decades, Pepsi has fallen off.
Oh,
What?
no.
And now, our new number 2 behind Coca-Cola is none other than the drink that some say, if you have too much of it, shrinks your stuff down there.
Oh,
I know what it is.
Is that Mountain Dew?
Some people, it's not that. Maybe Alexis knows what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking Diet Coke.
It's not Diet
What?
Coke. I'm talking about Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I always heard Mountain Dew.
Ew,
sugar.
what?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
never heard that rumor about about Doctor. Is that the excuse you've been using?
That's what some people say. The prune juice soda, though, is officially back.
Wow.
And it's driven by young people who are buying it up in droves thanks to TikTok and all of the fancy new flavors that it's coming out
It's
with.
So good, though.
And there is a lot of, it's interesting
I've
because
always liked it.
my kids, they're number 1 when we go to the, when they have the big crazy fountain machines.
Soda fountain.
Yeah, and they pick Coca-Cola first, and then right after it's maybe a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Back in 2004, Dr. Pepper was tied with Sprite for 6th place.
Wow.
Now it's shot
What a
up to
come up.
2nd in
Dude,
sales for
seriously.
soft drinks in America.
Who's working behind the doctor right now to make him rise to fame?
It's
like
got to be a
this?
popular cocktail.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
Oh, you think
yeah,
so?
Someone's
Like a
mixing it with
Dr.
something.
Pepper and like rum or something?
Yeah, whiskey.
I don't even know what you mix that
Jägermeister.
with.
Look, if you're not happy about this, go online and sign Brooke's petition to get Mr. Pibb back into the top 10. We're
Poor
going to do
Mr.
laser
Pibb.
stories coming up right after this. It's the radio segment that really regrets hosting a DIY locksmith workshop at the local prison.
Oh, wait a minute.
But the good news,
Okay, that.
good news is it was a full house. A lot of inmates showed up
I
for
bet.
it.
I
yeah.
bet.
Bad news, not sure where they are now. Probably listening to laser stories.
They're in the bathroom.
The segment where we read weird news stories around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we've got a laser. Those other jail fails just don't. This first laser story is out of Florida. 28-year-old deputy named Justin Register from the Polk County Sheriff's Office pulled over a driver the other day, and during the traffic stop, he found out the guy did not have a valid license.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And
Dang, bro.
So Officer Justin took the guy's wallet and phone, put it in his patrol car's trunk for
Wait,
whatever
why-
reason.
why his phone?
Yeah, that's weird.
The weird part is definitely putting it in the trunk. You're not supposed to do
Yeah,
that.
why not in
Yeah.
the front seat or something?
2 other cops showed up and saw Justin keep returning to the car's trunk multiple times.
What?
Eventually, he gave back the guy's belongings, but the driver said he was missing $300 in cash.
Yeah.
No
What is
way.
not shocking there?
Everyone started looking for it, and that's when Officer Justin went back to the trunk, opened up his equipment bag, and pulled out some folded money and said,
Oh.
here it is.
It must
Wait a
have,
minute.
money always falls out when I set my wallet down.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
it's folded too.
Yeah.
It was obvious enough that the other cops immediately reported it to their supervisor. In a statement, the lead sheriff said, "It makes me so angry I could chew the bark off a group of oak trees."
That's an expression.
Right. Very common expression. You guys don't use that in your daily lingo.
So wait, was he mad?
Yeah, he was not happy.
He's like a beaver, man.
Justin was arrested for theft, and the sheriff says he would have been fired if he didn't resign first.
Oh, I was going to say, wait, he wasn't fired?
I think they give him all the opportunity.
You got ahead of it. So the department also said all of the cops' previous arrests and traffic stops are now being audited.
Oh, jeez.
This next laser story is out of New Jersey. 18-year-old lifeguard named Alex Blythe was overseeing a normal day at the beach when the unthinkable happened. Out of nowhere, a strong wind came up and was able to dislodge one of the beach umbrellas,
Oh.
which flew through the air
Oh, no.
and went right into her armpit and out her back.
Oh my god, actually, like,
Pierced through her armpit, came
I
out
really-
the backside.
Oh, no.
She was impaled
My
by an
God.
umbrella.
That's the word I was thinking.
That was
impaled.
exactly what Alex remembers thinking. She thought, did I just get impaled by a beach umbrella?
Oh.
I thought I was supposed to worry about like people drowning at this job.
No.
Right?
Keep your eyes up. Beachgoers present at the scene freaked out and called 911.
Oh, man.
When firefighters showed up, they couldn't fit her in the ambulance.
Yeah, because those things are huge.
So they had to take a handsaw and cut both ends of the umbrella just so she could fit.
My God. This is why I tan. I don't use those umbrellas. Give me the sun.
Meanwhile, a guy named Justin offered to hold her wallet and phone for her in his car, just in case. But Alex was awake for the entire ordeal, and the battalion chief said she seemed a lot better off than I would have been.
Oh my God.
Calling
Girls
her-
are tougher than men. We all know that.
He called her one tough young woman.
Yeah.
Doctors were able to remove the umbrella and noted it was less than an inch away from a major artery.
Now she's lucky.
So-
You know, the owner's like, you ruined my umbrella.
Yeah, I'm getting a refund. Good news is she will make a full recovery, but authorities use this as a chance to remind beachgoers to make sure their umbrellas are secure down in the sand and to always carry them with the point down.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know what? That's a reminder for me. Didn't
Yeah.
even know that could happen.
Yeah.
It's like a new fear unlocked.
I know.
Yeah,
I didn't even
it's
think
for
about
real.
that.
That's what we do on this show.
This is like a Final Destination story.
Your
Yes.
next laser story is out of China. We reported on this about a year ago, but looks like it's becoming a real thing. Researchers announced they've perfected a new way to treat sinus infections, where instead of antibiotics, you'll just shoot a tiny army of robots up into your nose.
Oh my God.
Snot robots?
Yep, it's the latest in nanobot technology, or technically they're microbots because they're still big enough to see under a normal microscope.
Oh.
But they're smaller than a speck of dust, way thinner than a human hair, and they're programmed to wipe out bacteria.
Wow.
Dang.
What if one gets lost up there? Like, do you just live with it? You just got a little
How do
buddy
you
in your
count
nose?
them? Do you like shoot them out of your nostril and then you're like, wait, I'm missing one?
This is
Yeah.
a really different story than Wall-E.
It's not clear how many they have to shoot up into your nose, but the scientists just called it a swarm.
Bro, this is the magic school bus. This
Yeah,
is literally
it
what we
is.
watched as kids.
They,
Miss Frizzle.
they tested them on animals and say they could be approved to treat sinus and bladder infections in humans in the next year.
That would be amazing.
They're still figuring out how to make sure they can get them all out of your body once you're done, but they're hoping they'll just all come out when you blow your nose.
Sounds very expensive.
Yeah.
The other big concern is whether we'll be willing to actually shoot robots up into our noses.
We're pretty willing to shoot anything up our noses.
You believe in science, Jeff?
I don't know. The conspiracy crowd is going to claim Bill Gates wants to control your thoughts with the tiny robots,
Of
which he
course.
100% does. So I believe it. Let's go to your next laser story out of Vacayville.
Ooh, let's go there, Jeff.
People like to joke about needing a vacation in order to recover from their vacation.
Yes, seriously.
But if you're traveling with family, it's actually a real thing.
Oh, that's good to know. 'Cause
According
I
to
feel exhausted by the end of a family vacation.
You're not alone, Brooke. According to a new report, it takes parents 2.5 days to recover from traveling with their children.
If you're doing something like going to Disney with the family is so stressful. You know, like everyone's talking. What's this? What's that? Too many moving parts.
And specifically, it's 2.4 days, which is 2 days, 9 hours, and 36 minutes. For exhausted parents, all that time might really matter.
I can't wait till I hit that 37th minute.
Yeah.
Rested, ready to go again.
If you're traveling with kids, the key is to not make things harder on yourself.
Yes.
30% of parents say bribing children with treats is fair game. 28% said buying toys mid-trip helps.
Yeah.
And 26% resort to unlimited screen time.
Hey, it's vacation.
We just drop our expectations of what we're actually going to get done that day.
I don't know why I thought you were going
Yeah.
to say drop your pants for some
Yeah.
reason.
We just drop our pants, Jeff.
Come on, family picture time, kids.
Let's all the stress out. It's all bundled up right in this area.
Yeah, more than half of parents say they bring along some kind of audio player to entertain kids with music or storytelling and soundscapes. Maybe playing whale sounds calms your kids down.
Some people can't sleep without those, like some kids can't sleep
White
without those
noise.
white noise.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had to sleep in the same room as my best friend's kids and I almost threw it out the window.
It's just like,
I'm like, it is so loud.
They say if possible, try to find things that can be calming, not something annoying or overly repetitive that can raise your tension or stress levels. And
okay.
what does this little guy do to calm his nerves post-vacay?
What?
He Eiffel Towers a pair of kids.
See, he takes his pants off too.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I just read that off of one of his Insta stories. So if some...
Two turtles eyes.
Okay. I'd love somebody to explain, but that sound means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again, same time on Wednesday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Imagine you're wearing your favorite band t-shirt out at the bars one night when the lead singer from that group actually walks in.
Oh my God! I would wet my pants.
I mean,
Wow!
Wow.
in a good way.
Can you imagine?
I mean,
Who would be your dream person? Like, I know for Alexis, it's probably the guy dressed in purple from the Wiggles.
Oh.
not the purple.
Oh, no.
She was wetting her pants when she was listening to that music, but they were actual diapers.
You're not wrong.
But I bet one woman is going to be kicking herself this morning after she hears a voicemail that we got over the weekend. Because one guy was a dead ringer for a very famous singer.
Hey, cool.
You be the judge if she missed out on the chance of a lifetime when you hear it in a brand new loser line coming up right after this.
Hey girl, what's up with you?
Wait a minute, is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on, just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, let me tell you how it works. Let's say someone approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line on you.
Hey, sweetums. Do you have any bug spray in that Fendi purse?
What?
Because you're giving me butterflies down in my tum-tum.
Oh.
I like it.
Wow.
Tickles.
Okay.
Whatever you do, resist the urge to make fun of his Star Trek t-shirt with Spock staring right at you. Instead, tell him he should call you sometime. And hopefully later on, he's going to leave an awkward voicemail after you give him the loser line so we can play it on the air. Voicemails like this one.
Next message.
Hey, Aaron, it's so it's nice, getting together. I just wanted to let you know about what's going on with me. I guess my ex-girlfriend decided that her New Year's resolution was to dump me. So she did that like after a New Year's Eve party, and that's a whole other story. But anyways, I had kind of gotten out in front of Valentine's Day and gotten her some gifts. And since, you have kind of a similar style, like a similar vibe to her, I wanted to know if maybe you wanted some of these gifts and, to buy them off of me. And I give you a deal on them. I mean, they're nice gifts. I mean, I got her a hair straightener. I got her a $100 spa gift card. And I can give you like a great price on the whole bundle. So talk to you soon.
Wait a minute, a price? I thought he was giving them to her.
All I'm thinking is, do we still have his number for Alexis?
Well,
I could use the spa.
I do have the phone number, and I was going to say, Brooke and Alexis, we could start the bidding between the two of you. If you both want that hair straightener, we'll set it at $17.
Yeah.
Okay, I can afford that. Don't top that, brother.
All right, sold to Alexis.
Next message.
Hey, Ashley, I just want to say I had a great time hanging out with you the other night. It was great meeting you. Like I said, I absolutely loved your Pearl Jam shirt and girl, Miss Brooke, or this one. Every time I look at you. So give me a call back. Can't wait to talk.
Wow.
Did someone give Eddie Vedder the loser line?
For a second, I thought it was Hootie and the Blowfish that he was doing. It sounded exactly like, what's that song?
Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Oh, yeah.
I wanna be with you.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah. All the 90s bands sound exactly the same.
Darius Rucker is kind of like the gift version of Eddie Vedder.
Remember, you can get the special loser line number if you text the word loser, LOSER, to 78592. Give it out to someone who does a perfect impression of an old school 90s rock artist. So he could call us and leave us an awkward voicemail we could play for you. Voicemails like this one.
Next message.
Hey, Amelia Earhart.
I don't know if you remember me. This is Aviator 420. We met on the VR flight simulator game. Anyways, I know we hit it off, and I don't really know how to say this, but listen, if you want to continue what we were doing and maybe just take it up to the next level, and by the next level, I mean like a mile high up. And I don't know if you, the Mile High Club is when you're on a plane, it's like when you have sex on a plane. Anyways, so I don't know if you wanted to maybe meet up and we can just kind of do like a one-on-one, and we can just do it, privately in a VR setting. I don't want to spoil it for you if you don't know how it works, but you'll be pleasantly surprised. I've done it before, but I didn't have anyone else. Anyways, let me know.
Next message.
Oh my God.
Does it count if it happens in virtual reality?
I don't know.
I'm going to go no.
Also, does it count if you have to explain in detail what the Mile High Club is? Like,
Right.
we know it, bro.
And saying that you did it with yourself should not be a flex trying to convince her to do it too.
No, if you do it in real life, it gets you arrested.
Yeah.
Next message.
Hey, so this is the guy from the bar. First of all, thank you for giving me your number, because every other girl I asked that night didn't give me their number. So I guess you won. Just looking for somebody to hang out with. Look, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I believe in honesty, I have a scooter, which is awesome during the summer and spring months, but in the winter it blows, obviously. But so I was looking for somebody, if you wanted to like hang out and like kind of take me to, give me a ride to work every day, that'd be cool. And then like there's no obligation of like doing anything intimate unless you want to, and then I'll consider it. And then once a week I have an axe throwing league, which I'm a professional. I'm not some jabroni there. I have my own axe, so we could do that. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Okay.
Well, I am so glad that he said that, because I fully did think he was a jabroni until he mentioned that he owned an axe.
This is like a sugar daddy arrangement without any benefits for the girl at all.
Wait, yeah, you get to use the scooter in summer.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Just right on the back of it.
Hey, he needs to approve that first.
You could at least ask for a ride only on rainy days. I mean, pretty neat.
Remember, you can listen to Loser Line regularly at this time every week, and you can hear it on the Brooke and Jeffrey YouTube page. Yes, we do have a YouTube page.
Pretty cool.
And just like the thing on Jose's back, it's growing bigger every single day.
Yeah, and then also like our YouTube channel, I need you to look at it for me.
Go take a peek. That's the Loser Line. Phone tap's coming up next.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
How many times a week do you turn on the news and they have a report saying, hey, this car has a big recall on it. Be careful. Make sure to contact your local dealership.
Yeah. I've actually had to take my car in for that. Like,
Me too.
It was an airbag thing.
Years ago, my power steering was off.
Happens a lot. And how many times does it have to do with a faulty glove compartment? None until now. Because Jose poses as a supervisor at a car dealership, and he calls a guy to tell him there's been some issues lately with his car's glove box. And if it doesn't get fixed soon, bad stuff is going to happen.
Oh, no.
I know. It sounds like a great phone tap idea at this point.
I'm really curious where this is going to go.
Or maybe it's super lame. Let's just listen.
Okay.
It's your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello? Hey, this is Rod Phantasm from the Nissan dealership. Is this Charles?
It is. How's it going?
Hey, Charles. How's it going? I'm just following up. In our notes, it says you picked up one of our newer GR models a couple weeks ago. How's that been for you?
So far, so good. No complaints. It's a nice ride.
Okay. All right. So it hasn't caught on fire yet?
No. It has it.
Okay.
Should it?
No. I'm just kidding. I mean, kinda.
Okay. What do you mean, kinda? You can't just say kinda and then not say anything. What do you mean, kinda?
No, I just mean we technically did just have a recall, and I have to tell you that apparently 12% of the cars in your model have a defect.
Oh, okay, continue, please. You keep stopping.
Sorry. I apologize. It's not a big deal. The glove compartment just doesn't lock all the way. Like, it kind of jiggles. Like, that's me
jiggling on my desk because it is.
Yeah, no, I got the reference.
You know what a jiggle sounds like. Okay, it'll jiggle a little and it may pop open.
Okay, well, the way you said it before, I thought it was going to be serious.
I mean, look, if you're okay with a possibly jiggly glove compartment, then you're okay with releasing us from all liability, correct? By the way, I am recording this phone call.
If you're asking for me to release liability on the shaky glove compartment, that's fine. I have zero concerns about that.
Okay, great. And, the other part, and by the way, I'm not recording this, but 35 people have died from this car model's glove compartment catching on fire.
Wait. What?
Yeah, like huge explosions. You ever seen those gender reveals gone wrong on the news?
Wait.
Imagine that, but with car parts.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm just glad that we're not liable if something happens with you.
No, I released you from liability over a shaky, jiggly, partially noisy glove compartment. Not
Correct.
About... Yes.
Well, the part that I didn't get to was that it jiggles because the engineers accidentally put a bunch of electrical wires through it. So if you close it a little bit too hard, it literally explodes.
I don't like your matter-of-fact tone about potentially me dying in this car that I just purchased.
Well, to be fair, I did ask you if your car has caught on fire yet. You remember the start of the conversation was one of the first things.
I remember, but dude, I thought you were joking.
Oh.
So if this is real, I need for you to fix this ASAP.
Absolutely. That's just going to be a $900 charge, and then we will fix it. We'll take good care.
$900? No.
Well, remember, you just released us from liability, sir, so that means you void the warranty, and this is an out-of-pocket
Stop.
expense.
All right. What you're doing right now is a scam. First, you're recording. Then you're not recording. And now, magically, out of thin air, I have to pay a $900 charge for you to fix a vehicle that you sold to me that has a defect.
Well, technically, the vehicle is great. It's just the glove compartment that's deadly.
You just told me, not even 20 seconds ago, that this glove compartment could explode.
I know you're upset. I am more concerned about your safety than anything else here.
Of course I'm upset.
Well, why don't you just be very careful? Don't touch the glove compartment in any way. Don't even look
Are
at
you
it.
kidding me?
Just avoid all the speed bumps. We did have a couple incidences where drivers were maimed in a school zone.
Hey, it's Rod, right? How about
Correct.
you?
Rod Phantasm.
How about you take this faulty glove compartment and stick it up your ass and let it explode there?
I've actually done something similar to this in Thailand.
I'm sure you have. That's why I thought it was right up your alley. So, first off, go yourself. Second off, get your supervisor on the phone because this is unacceptable.
Look, I would put my supervisor on the phone, but he was actually in charge.
Okay. If you're about to say something really stupid, don't do it.
I'm not going to say something stupid. I'm going to give you a fact.
Rod.
So my supervisor was
saying something that's about to piss me off more than I already am.
It's not. My supervisor was in charge of fixing the glove compartments, and now he's in the hospital because one of them jiggled too hard and it blew up.
All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come up there. Obviously, I'm not going to drive the car.
No,
and
don't say what you're going to say. You're going to regret this.
No. I'm not going to regret anything.
No,
what,
brother?
What, Rod? What could you possibly say to make anything better right now?
My name is Jose Bolaños. I work for Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I need more context than that because I'm pretty boiling right now.
No, okay. I'll give you more context. Look, this is a prank phone call, and your sister Helene set you up.
What?
She wanted to play a joke on you. She said it's an awesome ride. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't understand. I am shaking. Pretty much, I'm shaking.
No,
so,
she said you gave her a ride. You just got your new car. You gave her a ride. She absolutely loves it, and she's proud of you.
Jealous. Oh, my God.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Alexis, if a guy says to you, "Hey girl, you should come back to my place so I could show you my special talent."
Does he sound like that? Or
That's what he sounds like. What are the odds that dude actually has anything remotely talented about him?
Very low.
You're still going over to his house.
I mean, I have to find out.
Yeah, right.
She's just like, you're a homeowner?
Sure. But today, we may have found the one exception because one of our listeners convinced his date to come back with him to show off his unique skill. And when he told us what it was, Brooke immediately begged him for pics.
I mean, honestly, though, I want them.
It really is an unusual behavior for Brooke with strange men to ask for pics, but this time it actually is a very unique skill. You're going to hear what it is in your second date update right after this.
Second date update.
I was curious recently and Googled how to get your first date back to your house.
Oh.
What the heck, bro?
That sounds tricky. Like you're trying to trick them into it, Jeff.
Then I had to go back and add the word willingly.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
A bunch of other stuff came up with portals to the dark web, so I was like, yeah, really probably shouldn't go that route.
You mean to keep talking and have a cup of coffee or something?
You did that on a work computer too, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So if HR wants to come at me, go find me somewhere else. But there's a lot of ideas online once you put in the correct search about grabbing coffee or drinks at a bar close to where you live.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Make it easy.
Oh, because you're like 5 minutes away.
Or tell them about a pet at home that you'd really love to introduce them to.
You have to have a pet, though.
That's true. Make sure that you're checking all those boxes.
Oh,
there.
it's a pet lamp. I didn't mention. It's right there in the corner.
But apparently none of that is better than what our listener Kevin said he did. He told his date about a hobby. And
that's cool.
I don't even know what it is, but apparently it convinced her to go home with him to check out his place. So let's learn about it. Hey. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
how's it going?
I'm excited to hear about what your hobby is, Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go back to the beginning? Tell us about the woman that you met. What's her name?
Yeah, her name's Meadow. She's really cool.
Meadow.
Ooh,
Wow, that's unique.
Did you guys meet on a dating app, Kevin?
Yeah, we definitely did. Yep.
Okay.
A dark web dating app or one of the normal web dating apps?
The normal one.
She's on the dark web too. That'd be amazing.
That's a cute place to meet.
So,
all right.
How are you feeling about meeting up with her before you guys saw each other?
Yeah, I mean, she's awesome. I mean, we both like cosplay and Lord of the Rings.
That's
she's
cool.
got a similar interest. So.
Okay.
So what did you guys do for your date?
Yeah, we decided we were going to go catch some drinks, and we did. And we hung out there for a while. It wasn't too far from where I lived. And
was that planned by you, Kevin?
Oh.
Well, it certainly was easy to get there and easy to get back, should it go that way.
Okay, all right.
So you did think ahead.
Yes.
Such a politician answering that question.
Dog, if you ask me.
All right. So what's this hobby that you brought up that convinced her to go back with you?
It's really cool. I don't know if you're big on TikTok or whatnot, but there's a trend happening right now called Fridgescaping. Are you guys familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know Fridgescaping. It's like a playoff of landscaping because it's like making your fridge.
Oh, the inside?
Yes, the inside looks so beautiful where you like put all of your vegetables in an open container and you make your herbs.
Oh, I
and
love
your
when people do like the soda rack shelves and they're all organized by color.
No, it's more than that. Like you put flowers sometimes and photos and they're
It's
like
like feng shui, like fridge shui.
it's cool, but it is like, no offense, a little bit weird, Kevin.
I've never heard of
But
this.
Why is it weird?
Because you're not putting any actual food in your fridge.
I'm
right?
sorry.
You're just
If you
decorating.
find a single man that doesn't have just an old slice of pizza in his fridge, you're winning, Kevin.
Kevin, why did you do it? What made you want a Fridgescape?
Well, like I am a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. Like, as I mentioned, a lot of my house is pretty decked out. I'm like, why am I stopping at my fridge?
So wait, is there a Lord of the Rings theme to your Fridgescaping?
Kind of. It's kind of like Rivendell in Lord of the Rings. One of the things I did is I found this hydraulic pump that I created a waterfall that kind of runs over my fresh fruit.
Waterfall,
what?
Yeah, it just helps rejuvenate the fruit.
Yes.
I would for sure go back to see that at a guy's
Oh
place.
my God. All I have is a carrot crisper where I put my carrots in water. I need a waterfall.
Yeah, you need an eye of Sauron at the top, blinking.
Not in my fridge. He is not welcome.
Oh, okay. This is just the good parts of the Lord of the Rings galaxy.
No wonder she would go back to your house. Any of us would.
Wow. So you brought this up to her before you went back to your place?
Yeah, she was like, totally, I'll see that. And she loved the waterfall. And then I also built this tree house that has a nest that the eggs actually sit in.
Brother, there's an egg nest. That's
What?
amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Are you sure that she liked it, for real, or was she just being like, oh, okay, this is... I mean, it sounds like a lot, like a big
How
project.
could a fridge like this be a turnoff? The woman's into cosplay.
She's
She is into it.
Yeah,
it sounds
she's a
like.
cosplayer.
I mean, what do you think, Kevin?
That's the thing, honestly. I mean, I thought she was like into it. We were there for like 20, 30 minutes, like looking at everything, and I even like let her kind of rearrange stuff. And I don't let anybody mess with my art usually.
Oh, yeah, art.
Well, she's probably just trying to find some actual food in there that she can eat that's not part of the decoration.
Well, I mean, she placed it nicely. It looked good what she did. I was like, okay, yeah, I approve.
I approve.
Okay.
That's so funny.
I have a random question. Does it smell okay? Like,
Yeah, you have to be up with it.
Dude, this immediately signals a man who has clean sheets, okay?
Yeah, dude,
a man who is put together, who's on time for dates. Like, I feel like that would be a good thing, I bet, for her.
Exactly.
I mean, sure, Brooke, I could see you being like best friends with this guy. I don't know if that means that you necessarily, if it's the most romantic sort of
I feel like
situation.
it depends how much time he puts into this on a daily
Oh,
basis.
you were the fridge is getting more attention than you, Alexis?
Yeah. Like,
Am I getting taken to waterfalls, or is it just a fridge getting a waterfall?
Kevin, do you think that could be a possibility?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm wondering, but like, she seemed like she was like in awe, like she was impressed. And like, we went and watched a movie. We watched some Lord of the Rings. And we only for like 20, 30 minutes. And that's the thing. I'm like, she said she was tired. And I was like, oh crap. Did I overdo it?
Well, you both already watched that movie, so it's like...
It's a really long, 3.5 hours.
I mean, dating is tough, and even when you Fridgescape as well as you possibly can, sometimes women still aren't impressed.
Hey, but even if she doesn't like you, buddy, you got a girl back to your house. You spent great time with her. Everything was fun.
I know we're supposed to get him another date, but all I want is pictures of this fridge.
I know, I really want to see it.
Brooke might even want to hire you after this to Fridgescape for her.
She wants a mashed potato mountain in her fridge.
We're going to come up with some ideas for Brooke's Fridgescaping, but in the meantime, let's call Meadow for you and try and get some answers when we do your second date update right after this.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Hold on.
Second date update.
When you think about the top qualities women look for in a man, there's confidence, kindness, the ability to turn the inside of a fridge into an exact replica of Middle Earth with a working waterfall to keep your vegetables fresh.
Unbelievable.
Not exaggerating, because one of our listeners, Kevin, is actually doing just that.
Seriously?
He's into Fridgescaping, which, if you didn't know, is where you decorate the inside of your fridge with flowers and pictures and all sorts of beautiful things.
Don't make it sound so mundane.
Well,
this
no.
guy is.
Kevin takes it to a whole new level with a Lord of the Rings theme, because he loves that trilogy. And that's how we got a woman named Meadow to come back to his place to check it out.
Yes, who wouldn't?
Wow.
Go back to his place to see it.
I see what you're saying. Who wouldn't want to do that? I see what you're saying. Okay. Yes.
Who wouldn't call Meadow right now and put her on the radio?
Thing is, it didn't last very long, because 20 minutes into watching the Lord of the Rings movie, she bailed.
Yeah.
And has not been staying in contact with him since then. We're trying to help him figure out why.
Yeah, wait, Kevin, we never asked. Are you on social media with your fridge?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You are?
I post it quite a bit. Like, honestly, it brings a lot of people quite a bit of joy. Like, gets lots of likes and like.
Oh, that's a great thing.
Do you know if she followed you?
She hasn't.
Oh. That's disappointing.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah, because I can guarantee she found it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of a side off note. Do I have permission to call her your precious for you?
No.
And do the impression?
I hope.
Sure.
I hope it gets to that place.
You hope it gets...
She's into cosplay.
I forgot. That's not funny then.
All right, we'll use it as a last resort. If everything's going south, we'll bring Smeagol into the equation.
I don't know if I can do a good Smeagol.
Nobody charms like Smeagol does. Okay.
I mean, that is the biggest turnoff
But-
Ever.
That's plan B. Let's start by reaching out to Meadow. Hopefully she paid her phone bill and answers. But we need
a weird thing to say.
What?
You're worried about her phone bill after all this?
I don't
Wait,
know.
why are you going to get a money shamer?
In this economy,
beginning?
who knows? I need you to stay quiet here, Kevin, until we find out what's going on with her, and then you can jump in, all right?
Okay, cool.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Here we go. I'm dialing it right now.
Hello?
Hey, is this Meadow?
Yeah, who's this?
What's up, Meadow? You're on the radio right now with a show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Hey, Meadow.
Good morning.
The whole show's here.
How you doing?
Hi, this is kind of weird.
Oh, don't say
We
that.
are kind of
It
weird.
is. I mean, I would be
I
shocked
mean-
if a radio station called me and I work at a
I
radio
would not
station.
answer.
Is this real?
No, for real. We're a radio show, and we're doing a segment called a Second Date Update. And we're hoping to get some answers from one of our listeners that you went out with named Kevin.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you remember Kevin?
Yeah, no, I remember Kevin. Yeah, we went on a date.
Right.
What'd you think about him?
I mean, he was really sweet. He was like a nice guy, easy to talk to, really clean, like organized more than most guys I date. It's like hard to find a normal guy.
Oh, anyone that can Fridgescape, right?
Did we bring that up yet, the fridge?
We heard about the fact that he decorated the inside of his fridge with like a Lord of the Rings theme, and it sounded like you thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a feeling he had probably mentioned that to you.
Right.
Oh my God.
Well, it's a huge deal.
Tell us about it from your perspective.
I mean, it was beautiful. Like, he's very talented. I mean, I was really impressed.
So I'm even better than I imagined.
Oh, so it didn't weird you out at all?
It didn't weird me out. I felt like it could become a thing that could be an issue for us in the future, just because it like already kind of was an issue that first night.
What do you mean?
That night? What are you talking about?
So he showed me the fridge. It was like really cool. I was really into it, which I did not expect to be as into it as I was, because it could be weird, but it wasn't. And then I asked to go to the bathroom, and there was no toilet paper there. And he let me know he was running low, but he had a roll of toilet paper in the fridge. I thought he was using it for like a Hobbit home, and it was cool. He had like fruit and vegetables leaning against it. It was like very intricate.
That was the only toilet paper he had?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I asked him, I was like, okay, well, can I just use the one in the fridge? I saw there was one in the fridge. And he offered me a rag. He was like, can you just use this rag instead?
Ew. He tossed you a rag?
I was totally grossed out. I was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. And then he was like, okay, well, I guess you can use it. So he like made this big to-do about unassembling and gave me this like...
that's even worse.
No.
It was so awkward. It just like ruined everything. And I was like, this is our first date. Doesn't he want to make a good impression? And then he prioritizes the fridge over me being comfortable. Like,
but he thinks of himself as an artist, like
and it does take a while to
it's
do
hard
sure.
as an artist to change something.
Rag, Brooke.
I mean, I wasn't going to use the whole thing. He took it back and put it back in the fridge after.
You don't want to put used toilet paper in the fridge.
Wait, he put it back?
Ew.
What the heck?
That's actually kind of gross.
Don't it? I won't eat anything.
It's not like there's any
fridge.
food in there that you're actually eating, though.
That's
It's
true.
mostly just decorative.
It's a piece of
No,
art.
there's definitely food in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We should ask Kevin about it, because he's the only one that knows for sure. And I do need to let you know, Meadow, he's been on the other line listening to this conversation.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kevin, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
Sounds like you're kind of regretful.
Well, I mean, you guys just kind of tore my creation apart. I mean,
No, we didn't do that.
and it's not like I used the used part of the toilet paper roll to put back in there. She used that and flushed that.
There is a used portion?
No, he just
He's saying,
that
like,
you
you rip
didn't.
off-
Oh, gosh, sorry.
You're an
All right.
artist,
My
and
bad.
you put a lot of effort and time.
He
and
put
so
3
that-
hours of work into the Fridgescaping. He only put like a half hour into your date, Meadow, so you haven't earned it yet.
Oh, Jeffrey, that is not what he's saying.
Oh.
Time
Is it?
Oh.
No, I'm just saying the hesitation obviously came from there was a lot invested in the Hobbit hole. And that's why I offered the rag. I mean, babies use reusable diapers, cloth as an option.
I mean, all I'm hearing right now is excuses of like why this is okay for you to do. Like, you invited me to your house. Wouldn't you want me to feel comfortable and taken care of? And like, if
Certainly.
it's just the first date with the toilet paper, then what does that look like further into a relationship? What other things would get prioritized over your partner?
Well, now that you know how important my situation is with the fridge and like all the things I placed in it, like maybe next time, just maybe you could bring your own toilet paper, and then that's not
Oh
be
my
an
God,
issue.
what? No, maybe next time you can have toilet paper for your guests in your home.
Like for yourself. It's a good point, Alexis. Like, what are you doing, Kevin?
He's got the rag. It's okay. He washes it. What? I'm sure he washes it underneath the waterfall that goes over the broccoli.
God.
What?
It's a waterfall.
He's a problem solver.
Kevin, the solution to this is to buy toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's the solution.
So easy.
I do buy it. I just happen to use a lot of it in the fridge. I go through it like crazy, and there's a lot of moisture in there, and it gets absorbed. in the
buy
toilet.
more then, Kevin.
Yeah.
Go to Costco. That's what they're made for.
Less hobbit holes.
I mean, Kevin, what she's saying, and I think what a lot of women want on a first date
Oh, what do we want, Jeff?
is they want a guy who feels like they're being
Yes.
prioritized
Yes.
over the other things going on in their life, even if they do spend a lot of time and effort into it. Like, that's all she's saying is
They
that
also
she wants to know that you're going to put her first over your fridge.
Well, then she shouldn't have came back to my house because I was prioritizing it before she saw it.
You did say you wanted to go back to his house to see the fridge, not to use his bathroom. So there's some shared blame. I think we can all agree on that.
I blame the hobbit hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of holes to be blamed here.
I don't think I have any blame here.
Meadow, maybe you don't, maybe you do. But either way, how about you make it up to Kevin by saying yes to another
Oh my
date?
God.
A date
That is
where...
like the surest way to get a no.
Well, hold on.
That's just Jeffrey's sarcasm taking over.
If I'm doing it wrong, then that's on me. Kevin, take it away.
Well, honestly, now that this fantastic option was presented to me, I'll get a Costco membership if you say yes.
Oh, you're changing.
Wait, what?
You're offering to supply the toilet paper for the date?
You didn't know you could buy in bulk then?
No, I didn't. I've never been to Costco.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
excellent.
Wow.
Oh, no, that's a red flag.
Dude, there is so much stuff for you to Fridgescape with in that Costco.
Oh,
You're
my
gonna love
God.
it.
He's gonna go crazy.
No matter what, Meadow, we would like to offer you that date and we would pay for it.
You know, at this point, this just feels like too much for me, and I feel like it's just going to get worse once he gets to Costco. Like, he didn't even seem to understand without you guys coaching him why this was a problem in the first place.
Kevin, man, it sounds like a no. I'm sorry, dude.
It's your loss. Like, don't even think about following my account on social media.
Oh, that's why it's hard to
That
get.
sounds like a threat.
Sick burn from a Fridgescaper.
Ooh, that's hard to do.
That must sting.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Isn't there a famous saying, never get between a man and his eloquently decorated fridge?
I've never heard that one.
You haven't heard
That's
that?
Socrates.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
pretty sure.
famous. But sounds like in the end, Kevin is probably going to be okay.
Oh, yeah. He's preoccupied.
I think all he needs is his fridge.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that he even is looking for a romantic partner.
Well, there is going to be a woman who shows up at his place one day and she'll say yes to the rag.
Oh, no.
You hold off, Kevin. She is out there waiting for you.
I don't know that that's the woman you want.
He just needs like a wilderness woman who's going to bring her own Swiss Army knife and toilet paper and everything with her.
I would just drip dry. I mean, that would be my...
Oh, drip dry.
Ain't having to do it, but it happens.
From the bathroom.
Yeah.
Her husband has to clean it up off the floor. It's fine. The point is, there's someone out there for all of us.
Yeah.
Sometimes multiple someones, right, Alexis?
I mean, if you say so.
Yeah, and we want to help convince that person or people to date you. So you can email the show and we'll call those people or persons who aren't calling you back.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
There's some dating apps that cost over $70 a month just to subscribe.
Dang.
So that you can talk to some of the most beautiful bots around.
Yeah, exactly.
But
employees,
why do that when you can spend less than $2 and a half-eaten piece of beef jerky to hop onto Craigslist? A free website that believes your special someone is definitely out there, no matter how many teeth they might be missing.
Okay, I think it's even below bots, Jeffrey. Like, you're just getting the real ones there.
But it's real,
Yep.
and they could be looking for you right now. So find out for sure when we do a brand new Misconnections. That's coming up right after this.
Hey, cutie.
We made eye contact. Misconnections.
That was me staring.
There's only two places to find true love in this world. One is inside the House of Mirrors with someone who looks exactly like me. Just with a long, wavy body, like loose spaghetti.
Don't ruin it for him. Don't ruin it for
What
him.
are the odds of us meeting here?
Yeah. Such cold, hard lips. I love it. The other is on the pages of Craigslist.org. We scour that website every week to find the best misconnections that they have to offer, like this one titled Redonkulously Beautiful Babe at the Ball Game.
No.
Hey,
Man
not
for Woman,
redonkulous.
27, Bleachers.
Bleachers.
Says,
You was the blonde hottie with a body sporting an extra dark spray tan and sparkly pink baseball cap.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
boy, howdy.
I was the red-bearded fella sat 9 rows behind you that kept yelling, woo!
What? She's not a pig. It's not like a. That's his mating call.
I think he was cheering for the game, probably.
Oh, okay.
I see.
I thought he was trying to get her attention.
We made eye contact right before the 7th inning stretch. I winked at you with my black eye.
Oh.
Wink. If you was wondering, I got it when I accidentally kneed myself in the face while doing an epic cannonball into my cousin's jacuzzi. No water in it.
Wait, no water. I think there's probably more bruises.
It's still swollen, but not too swollen to notice your sweet grass-fed booty.
All right.
And I was surprised that you flirted back by blinking extra slow and then licking your lower lip.
She's probably not even looking at him.
The rest of the game, I couldn't take my eyes off you. I even saw you stare at me while taking a big bite of a hot dog. It was actually too big of a bite because I think you choked a tiny bit and gagged the rest up into your friend's empty beer koozie. The cool thing, though, we still held eye contact the entire time.
I actually feel like maybe they're meant for each other after that description.
Sadly, I didn't have the guts to follow you out the stadium. Also, our team was up by 4 runs, and I didn't want to jinx them by leaving my seat. Hit me back, Danimal the Cannibal.
Danimal the Cannibal.
Wait a minute.
This next misconnection is titled, The Only Crime You Committed is Theft of My Heart.
Oh, so romantic.
Cute crime.
Woman for man, 29 court.
Oh, court. There's the crime part.
I was juror number 4 at your trial for drug possession,
Stop.
assault,
This
and criminal
isn't allowed.
battery.
Wait a minute.
You were the sexy man with the neck tattoo that said, hard to love, easy to hate.
Okay.
I don't believe that for 1 second, playa.
Oh, wow.
If I'm being honest, I did notice that your court-appointed lawyer was doing his best to keep you out of trouble.
Well, he got the right juror for that.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'm guessing she didn't put him in jail.
I actually thought you might get away with it until the other side brought up the quote-unquote indisputable video evidence of you smoking crack and breaking into the electronics store.
All on video.
You watch that and you still want to...
Then, to make matters worse, they called 4 separate eyewitnesses to the stand, and all 4 said that, without a doubt, you were the mastermind at the crime scene.
Okay, so...
I still thought you were innocent, though. And I held out as long as I could in the jury room until they promised bagels if we could wrap it up by the weekend. Sorry, not sorry. I'm a basic bagel bee.
Okay. Bagel's more important.
Triple B.
Side note, I didn't expect it, but I loved your adorable outburst when they said you were guilty.
Wow.
Were you just doing that to show off for me? You're so bad.
Yeah.
It's all about her.
Yeah.
Give me a shout out in 2 to 4, depending on good behavior.
Wow.
I'll look out for you, naughty boy. That's signed, juror number 4, parentheses, Chandra.
Good luck on the crack withdrawal.
Yeah.
This next misconnection is titled Awkward First Meeting. Man for woman, 32, EDM concert.
Ooh, EDM concert.
At least he's leading into the awkward part. What happened?
I met you Saturday night at the EDM show.
Oh, gosh.
You were the brunette dressed as a rave kitten with a pair of cat ears on your head.
I have a feeling she does not stand out at all.
And
So many of those.
Every girl.
rainbow whiskers painted on your cheeks.
Yeah.
Hey, which ones?
I was the shirtless, skinny male who was flipping out because I thought my candy necklace had come alive and was eating my face.
Yeah, we've all been there, Jake.
Sorry, that was my first time on Molly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the Bud Light hitting me hard.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
We were dancing next to each other and our shoulders were rubbing. And that's when I told you to throw me into the crowd.
Just throw me?
How skinny is he?
Yeah, was he a feather?
You spun me around like I was a discus at the Summer Olympics. When I landed, it was unpleasant to say the least.
Nobody caught him.
A security guard said I looked like the guy on a poster and handcuffed me. 25 minutes later, I was pretend crying in a squad car, screaming for my mom to pick me up. That was just an act, by the way, if you saw it.
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't real.
Okay, good actor.
The police officer said he felt sorry for me and let me go.
Wow, you're that pathetic.
What a sucker. He totally fell for it. Take that, pig.
Wait, is he actually the guy on the poster? I'm like kind of worried.
Last thing I remember is running towards a giant inflatable Viking statue with green lights coming from its eyes. I don't think I hallucinated that, but maybe I did.
Whoa.
This is some strong Molly.
Hopefully we can hang out again. I told my mom about you, and she thinks Rave Kitten is super cool.
Oh, wow.
Already approved?
That kid went hard at band camp growing up.
You want some lasagna on Wednesday? My mom's treat.
Ooh,
okay.
Wednesday
Wow,
night
yeah.
meet the mom date sounds amazing.
Straight into it.
That's signed the coolest guy you'll ever meet,
Oh.
Stuart Harmonson.
Wow.
Stuart
I hope Brave Kitten's real for him.
Those are your Craigslist misconnections.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Julia from Port Orchard lost to you 6 years ago, Brooke.
Wow.
It was such a devastating loss, she decided to go into hiding.
Wow.
Like Batman in the movie Batman Begins.
Oh, dang. It was a dark
That's a
moment
lot of
for her.
grief.
She's been up in the mountains training for this moment to come back and claim her vengeance once and for all.
Wow.
That's intense.
Rise up.
Julia says she's always up for a challenge.
Okay.
So we're welcoming you back to glory, Julia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are the Himalayas? I heard that's where you go for training most time.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, noted.
Cold like her heart after she lost. But now, Julia, this is your moment. We're sending Brooke out of the studio, and you know how the game works. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you can say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright to win. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, your time starts now. June is National Dairy Month. What U.S. state has the most cows?
Ohio.
Name the billionaire who owns Instagram.
Pass.
What gemstone forms out of tree resin?
Pass.
In Star Trek, what was the name of the original spacecraft that's captained by James T. Kirk?
Pass.
Nassau is the capital of what Caribbean country?
Pass.
Apollo was the Greek god of what? Music, the stars, or wisdom?
Don't pass.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, then pass. Even though we gave her options.
Oh, she came back with a vengeance.
Oh, man.
Through the mountain pass.
The monks are very passive.
Yes.
That must have
The
been
training really kicked in there. Brooke's
Let
gonna
everything slide.
Brooke's gonna come back in the studio. And we're gonna put your intense rage aside, Julia, and we're just gonna ask you, what's an interesting fact that we should know about you?
Well, I'm a black belt in Taekwondo.
Whoa, you really
Did I just
have
walk
trained.
in and say that she has been training?
Yeah, she's a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And
When do you have to bust that out?
Against my 3 boys all the time.
Against the kids.
This is what
I
mommy
said go to bed.
This is what mommy calls a chokehold.
Yeah.
Brooke, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now. June is National Dairy Month. What U.S. state has the most cows?
Wisconsin.
Name the billionaire who owns Instagram.
Zuckerberg.
What gemstone forms out of tree resin?
Oh gosh, what is it called? Pass.
In
Amber. Can I answer? No. Okay,
In
go.
Star Trek, what is the name of the original spacecraft that's captained by James T. Kirk?
In Star Trek, pass.
Nassau is the capital of what Caribbean country?
Nassau is the Bahamas.
Apollo was the Greek god of what? Music, the stars, or wisdom?
Apollo is the stars.
Oh, okay. Will vengeance be Julia's today? We're going to go to the scoreboard and find out the answer with Jose.
I'm a funny guy, but I don't think that's funny.
Bolaños.
Was that me talking? Because it's true. Julia, you got 0 today. She guessed the first one, passed on the next 5 or 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row.
And I bet they're all coming to you right now.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm like, I think it's the Star Trek Enterprise.
It's just
you
like
know?
this once you're on the spot,
Yeah.
right? And then Brooke, you got 3.
Okay. Wow. Julia, it looks like you need to get better than a black belt. I don't know if that's possible.
She was meditating, we think.
Yeah. Let's go over the answers real quick. June's National Dairy Month. The U.S. state with the most cows would be Texas. 4.4 million cows there. Oklahoma is second with 2.1 million.
I'm just thinking all the cheese in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin,
They've
yeah.
got to have a lot of cows.
The billionaire that owns Instagram, that's Mark Zuckerberg. He owns Meta, which is, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram.
I didn't know you owned WhatsApp too.
Yeah.
Dang.
Gemstone that forms from tree resin is amber when it's cut and polished. It's used in jewelry and stuff. Star Trek, James T. Kirk captains the USS Enterprise. You were right about that. Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas, and Apollo was the Greek god of music.
Showtime at the Apollo, baby.
Oh, that makes sense. I was thinking Apollo 13, so it'd be stars.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Julia, it wasn't enough to beat Brooke today, but just for playing, you do get some Brooke and Jeffrey swag.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Come back and play again soon. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.